Okay, here are 14 business growth tips you will not find in your digital marketing course. Seriously, if you're trying to grow an online business right now and you know that you want to go to like 6 figures, this is the stuff that you need to know. Learning Canva and everything, that is super cute, but you need to learn how to actually grow your business, preferably without burning out as well. All 14 business tips that I'm about to share with you is exactly how I got to over 100K in a year in my business. Prior to that, I had about 4 years of struggle. I don't want you to go through that, so pay attention, especially to the one where I talk about ChatGPT and the one where I talk about sales targeting. I'm going to start with the basic one. It feels basic to me now. It feels so obvious to me now, but when I started my business, I didn't know this. Solve a problem. Whether it's a digital product, whether it's a piece of content, you need to be solving a problem or fulfilling a very specific desire. Creating content that says, buy my offer, creating content that says, follow me, like me, that doesn't solve a problem for anyone. And when people are going to invest money in you, into your business, they need to know they're going to get something out of it, not just a shiny product of some kind, but an actual result, a solution. For example, if I'm creating a product that helps you to be a better gardener, I'm not just going to go and create a ebook that is like how to be a better gardener. And I'm not going to go and create TikTok videos that are just how to be better at gardening. I'm going to focus on a really specific problem, such as gardening 101 for tiny gardens. Maybe then I go and create content that is like how to turn your tiny garden into a beautiful, heavenly paradise. From there, it could even be like how to create your dream garden on a budget. Like they're very specific problems, do you see? Versus just here's an ebook on gardening. You need to be focusing on something specific. And I see this issue a lot in the digital marketing space. Buy my digital marketing program, buy my digital marketing program. Why? What problem is it going to solve? If someone is wanting to learn digital marketing at the moment, why do they want to learn it? They don't just wake up and go, I feel like learning digital marketing today. No, there's a reason why they want to do that. Why? Focus on that. Focus on that problem, that solution, that desire. Number 2, you need to have a social search marketing strategy, not just a social media plan, aka an SEO strategy, a keyword strategy. So social search marketing is basically when you're focusing on making sure your content shows up in searches. This ties really well with tip number 1 that I just gave you. If you're solving a problem or fulfilling a desire, you also need to go and figure out what people are typing into search bars. What specific keywords are they searching for on all these platforms you're on, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Google, Pinterest, whatever it is. What are people typing into their search bars? You need to create content that not only is about those keywords, but features those keywords heavenly. You need to make your content optimized for search. And if you want to learn more about that, by the way, that's basically everything that I do with my clients and my mentees. If you are just focusing on trends, trending audios, CapCut templates, like they're great in the moment, yeah, but you want to have content that 6 months from now is still showing up in searches when people are searching for your keywords. And we don't want to do keyword dumping. This could probably be tip 3 actually. Don't do keyword dumping. If you're going to have an SEO strategy, you need to have your keywords in actual sentences and paragraphs and placed in the right places. Like I said, this is my area of expertise. If you want to learn this, come and join my community. But let's say someone finds you, they find you through a search. Let's go on to point number, 4 now. Do you have a funnel set up? And whoa, don't scroll on by. I know I lose people when I mention the word funnel. I'm not talking about some super techie, overwhelming, expensive click funnel, right? A funnel is just another way of saying a customer journey. If someone finds you on TikTok or Pinterest or wherever, if someone finds you on this platform and they go and they get your free product or they buy a low ticket offer from you or they go to your link in bio, what is the journey that's happening? How are you taking them from being a random stranger on the internet into being someone who's like obsessed with you, needs to buy from you? If you're just selling this one offer, they're signing up for it and then they're never hearing from you again, it's going to be really hard for you to get to that 6-figure dream that you want to aim for. Which brings me on to point number 5, which is create a menu of offers at different price points. If you're planning to hit 6 figures with a £27 product, you're going to need to sell over 3,700 of those products, which, yeah, that could be possible if you have a huge audience or maybe a huge ad budget. But if you are someone that doesn't have a huge audience and you don't have an ad budget and you're doing this completely organically, which is what I have done, selling a £27 product over 3,700 times every year is going to be a little bit tricky for you. Make it easy on yourself. And also this gives you so much fun and creativity to create products. So I have £27 products, £97 products, £297 products, £997 products. And going back to point 1, everything always ties into point 1. Point 1, solve that problem or fulfill a desire. When you're really doing that for someone, they're obviously going to spend money on you. They're obviously going to invest in you and your business if it's bringing them this result that they really want. I think we're on point 6 now, maybe. Okay, so point 6, you need to set sales targets and you need to track them. This was a game changer for me in 2024. Like it changed everything, because previously I'd basically set a goal, which is different. And I'd be like, yeah, my goal is make 10K this month. But I wasn't thinking about, okay, how we're making 10K? How many products do I need to sell to make 10K? How many of each product do I need to sell to make 10K? What do I need to do? What action do I need to do to sell those different types of products? So this all changed in 2024 when I sat down and created a spreadsheet. I actually now give it to a lot of my private clients, and it is incredible being able to see at the beginning of every month, right, this month I'm planning to sell X number of product A, X number of product B, and X number of product C. I also am trying to get X number of people to my free lead magnet and into my funnel. Having that laid out every month has been a game changer. And this isn't just track it at the end of the month. I track this daily, weekly, monthly. Honestly, I cannot stress this enough. I know sometimes numbers can freak people out, and setting yourself these crazy targets, or they feel crazy, is a bit like, and anxiety inducing. But honestly, being able to track it actually increases sales. Because if I know halfway through the month I'm quite a bit off my sales, I can be like, okay, what do I need to do? I can also see if I check in halfway through the month, actually product B is selling much better than product A. Do I need to adjust some things here? It's just so helpful to see. So I really recommend that. Whilst we're on the topic of revenue, tip number 7 is build yourself up an affiliate marketing stream, but not the one that you think, not the one that you think. I know when a lot of people buy digital marketing courses, they're then encouraged to go and sell on the digital marketing course. That's absolutely fine. If that's what you want to do, completely encourage that. But there is a whole world of affiliate marketing out there that you could be missing out on that can bring you basically what feels like free money. Whatever industry or niche you are in, what you want to do is go and actually think about the brands you would love to work with, not just resell the stuff that you're learning. If you're in the gardening niche, what gardening brands are you obsessed with? If you're in the beauty niche, what beauty brands are you obsessed with? Because right now, nearly every brand that exists have some sort of referral and affiliate program. And 10 years ago, it used to only be for the people who were guaranteed to get X amount of views on their website. Not anymore. You don't need a huge following. You don't need to have a crazy amount of subscribers or website views or even have a website. Most referral programs and affiliate programs will let a lot of people in. And it's so much easier to sell something to someone else that you genuinely use yourself and are genuinely obsessed with. Go and think about, what could I resell that I could be like, oh my God, you need this, you need to have this. I think we're on point 8 now, right? Tip 8, you want to create an offline marketing strategy, okay? Now, bear with me, this does link really well with the previous point on affiliate marketing. So offline marketing strategy is a very similar to the social search strategy, okay? Offline marketing basically means that you don't have to be on your phone, on screen, showing your face 24/7 in order to make sales. Basically, you don't need to be online in order for a transaction to happen. If you are building a business where you have to show up online, you're going to be exhausted. You're not going to have time to take off. So what I use for my main kind of like offline marketing is Pinterest. And this is what I teach. This is what I'm an expert in. So you can go onto Pinterest a few hours per month and hand create content, schedule content that's going to go out for the rest of the month. And if you want to know how to do this, there is loads of information in the link in my bio, because it's basically what I teach. But if you're just using something like Instagram, right, as your main way of promoting your business, that means that you probably have to be online or on your phone every single day, right? Whereas if you feel like taking a break, taking some time off, just having a day where you don't go on your phone, which I do all the time, you can do that when you have both the social search strategy, so your content living for you, and an offline marketing strategy such as Pinterest. Pinterest doesn't involve you showing your face, going live, or doing any of that. You can just go and create the pins, upload them, schedule them, and you don't have to look at Pinterest for another month if you didn't want to. This would actually be tip 9 at this point. I also feel like email marketing probably falls within the offline marketing strategy, because you don't need to be, again, showing your face. You don't need to be online. If you wanted to, you could create all your emails at the beginning of the month or the beginning of the week, schedule them, and not have to think about them again. And the best thing about having scheduled emails going out is seeing those sales coming in, getting those ping notifications, knowing that you just made this sale and you forgot about it because you're off with the kids or you're off walking the dog. Email marketing is one of my favorite ways to grow my business. I love it. Now, while we're speaking about content, let's move on to tip 10. I think this is tip 10, right? And I want to talk about ChatGPT. Now, if you are using ChatGPT as your content assistant or marketing assistant, that is perfect. I'm not here to tell you to do otherwise, because, yep, hands up, I do the same. But here's the main tip. Start treating your ChatGPT like a human employee. And by that, I mean voice note it exactly what you want it to do. Because I see loads of people out there selling AI prompts and selling you ChatGPT prompts, and some of them are great, right? Some of them are fine, but most of the time they are super vague. They're not specific enough. When I started talking to my ChatGPT like it literally was my marketing assistant, hey, how are you? Listen, I want to create an email marketing campaign that really speaks to the woman who is going through XYZ. She's struggling with this, she feels this way, but I don't want it to be too salesy. I want it to be heartfelt. I want it to sound like this. I want it to read like this, and get really specific with it. And if it comes back with something pretty shit, I speak to it like it's a human being. I say, I appreciate the effort here. I think you have misunderstood what I wanted, so let's go over it again. I say to things like, what do you need to know from me in order to make this absolutely perfect? What do you need to know about my client, about my business? You need to go back and forth and be having actual conversations with ChatGPT, not just copy and paste, insert prompts, and then expect it to pull out this incredible marketing campaign for you. It's going to take a lot of back and forth, just like it would if it was a human, but doing this will completely change your content. And while we're still talking about content, let's go on to tip number 11. Are we on 11 now? Which is repurposing your content. And oh my gosh, I encourage you to go and sign up for repurpose.io. There's an affiliate link that gets you a 2-week free trial via the link in my bio, but this is how many times am I going to say game changer in this? All of these tips are game changers. Okay, yeah, hell with it. It's a game changer. Literally just had one of my clients last week text me and say, Hannah, this is unbelievable. This is going to help you to repurpose your video content onto multiple platforms without you lifting a finger. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not going to spend loads of time talking about it. Go and check it out. But if you are creating content for one platform, you are out of your mind crazy if you're not realizing that you can put that piece of content on several other platforms. Optimized, remember social search, happening without you needing to doing anything. So almost like offline marketing that can drive traffic over to your funnel. So again, this ties in with loads of other tips that I've already given you. And let's move on to the final few tips. I'm going to call this the mindset portion. So number 12, do you have a vision? This should probably be where you start actually. What is the vision? Do you have a vision? What is your why? When I work privately with clients, this is often one of the first things I ask them, like, what's your why? What's your vision? What is it all for? Tip number 13. Are we on 13 now? Stay in your lane. And the best way to do this is come away from Instagram, or at least start to break up with Instagram. So in 2024, I deleted Instagram, and this helped me to really stay in my lane. Back on Instagram, I just think it's a very toxic place. You compare yourself a lot. If you're thinking, how am I going to grow my business without Instagram? That's what your social search strategy is for, and your offline strategy is for. That's what your SEO and your keywords are for. That's where Pinterest comes in. Everything I've helped you up to now on this list will help you to not be on Instagram. But going back to Instagram, I deleted it, got rid of it, 10x my monthly sales within 4 months. And I really believe it's because I was staying in my own lane. I had the blinkers on. I wasn't comparing myself to other people. I actually don't really consume my competitors' content on TikTok. Stay in your own lane, get off Instagram, stay in your own lane. And finally, if you can do this, hire a mentor. Having someone in your corner or just completely rooting for you, available to you to go and ask those difficult questions, to go and get expert support from, is a game changer. Another game changer. It certainly was for me, and I absolutely recommend it to anyone out there growing a business who feels like they're struggling on their own. They need that support. When you feel like you're ready to make that investment, don't sit on it, don't contemplate it, just go for it. So there we have it. 14 game-changing pieces of advice that I really believe will help you on your journey to 6 figures within your online business. I really hope that these online business growth tips have been helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if so. And if you like any of my help with any of the things I just spoke about, go to the link in my bio because I have a whole ton of resources, and you definitely want to get yourself into my private membership, the Social Search Club.